Alright, well, it has been a little bit of a hot second since Fire Emblem Fates here. I knew this series was... Ooh, that's loud. I'm gonna have to adjust the audio levels. I tinkered with some audio stuff recently. I knew this series was gonna be very on and off going into it. And now a little bit of lag as we switch over. But yeah, this is definitely quite on and off here. The university semester has started now. I'm now a couple weeks in to my final semester here. And so far, I'd say it's going pretty alright. I'm definitely a little bit busy with projects and stuff, but nothing that's super overwhelming thus far. I gotta turn that down because I have not tinkered around with the volume settings on this since I replaced my, my motherboard and CPU. Which, speaking of, I could probably crank the graphics up even further without my PC, like, throwing a little bit of a hissy fit about it, but what difference does it really make when it's not a full screen thing here anyway? And I don't know. But yeah, I hope that your semester starting here soon goes well, Mortis. Hope that university stuff goes a-okay there. I did touch this game a little bit since the last time that I streamed. I did the grinding map once. That's all I did. That's it. So there's a few support conversations here because of that, and I gained like 1 or 2 levels off of that. I was thinking about having a look-see at reclassing my judo to someone that might be good to get some skills in for a little bit, considering it's gonna be a little while before I get norm. I'm gonna need to be level 15 for that anyway. But I mean, having access to the magic does really help me, so I mean, I could do that. What do I have with Friendship Seal right now? I have some things here that could help me. I do this and I'll have access to Replicate later down the line. I think I gotta be level 15 for that one there. So I don't know if that's all that useful right now. I could do this. Nah, I don't know. I'll think about it. First master semester starts in 2 months, and you'll do interview tests the next 2 hours online. Definitely not nervous at all. Oh, geez. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that, Mr. Samurott. Definitely not a thing to be stressed about there at all. Also, I don't actually have a whole lot of playthrough games going on around here where I can have the 3D print cam in a place where it doesn't block the game. But here, I can't exactly full screen the game across here anyway. Well, I mean, I can do this, but why would I do that? You miss out on, like, the whole bottom screen, and it doesn't make sense to be doing that, and there's a whole bunch of info on the bottom of the screen. So, this is a good layout for doing 3D print cam stuff. So, I figured, hey, this'll be the playthrough that we do some 3D print cam stuff. Watch there be lag as we switch over here. There was kind of a spot on the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet layout here, but, like, I have 2 more legendaries to catch, and then that's it. So, I figured, what if in... I almost said Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. What if in Fire Emblem Fates here, we actually have, like, a 3D printing project going on for a while, like, into the, yeah, move 3D printer cam to the left because it blocked the game title? We'll never know what game we're playing! I kind of don't want it to block the chat, but, I mean, I could just have the chat overlaid over it. It's not like this is a stream where chat is constantly flying by and it's gonna block it at all times or anything like that, so, I mean, I could, but, yeah, it's that there, essentially. Maybe at some point here. Maybe. At first I thought you meant to the left in real life here. And anyway, that bigger project that I thought might be cool to do is one of these. One of these right here. Not the dragon, the Master Sword. Because this print right here, I originally started printing out to send to that Nishara nerd as thanks for the Pyra and Mithra amiibo that he sent to me from Germany, considering that they were darn near impossible to find around here. But this is a design that is meant to just, like, friction fit together. It doesn't use any glue. The pieces are just so tight that it remains together forever. But there must be different printer settings compared to the person that designed this, because myself and it seems like many others who've printed this have encountered some issues with friction fitting the pieces together, to the point that pieces were cracking by putting them together. You can see a crack along that blade piece there, but with the other blade piece slid in. There's a crack that's just under there that I believe, right, that you could maybe just barely see. Yeah, in there, a little bit of a crack that might fall off at any given point here. I broke several of these pieces, the crossguard pieces, trying to shove them together. because they would literally snap from the force before they snap together for friction fitting. And I eventually printed this last one here that didn't even print properly at the top. You can see into the print there because the whole top did not print properly for some reason. So this whole side is kind of crappy. This is its bad side, but I told myself I've already broken like 3 or 4 of these pieces. Either this slots in or like nothing happens, or else I just throw out the whole project here. And then it slot in, so it's like, oh, I guess I'm doing that. And I printed the whole thing, including like all of the blade pieces, but they all snapped on fitting them together. So I printed the stand and like converted it into like a pedestal kind of build here to kind of make do with what I had and stuff. And I later found out that there is a version that's been uploaded of the same design of the same thing with loose fit tolerance, where it's like it should be able to fit together a lot easier. It probably won't stay together. It would probably need to be glued from there. But if that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. And I probably don't want to send, like, I was originally still planning on sending this, but it's like, it's really not in the best shape, and considering the cracks, it might just not even survive the journey. So there's that. Silent Princess accessory for it. I could look up some Silent Princess accessories and send something like that along. But anyway, I decided that this would probably just be the one that I keep as, like, decoration here and stuff. I appreciate the follow there, GMK. And then I'll just print, like, Nashara there, a fresh one that's, like, the actual full blade like I fully intended. Because that's the much cooler thing to do there. Let's put this little dragon back onto it there. So, that's what I figure we're gonna print in Fire Emblem Fates from now on. Also, that printer has lights, as you can see, that go around the whole, like, sides. Not the sides, the whole, like, frame and stuff there. But the LEDs aren't the best at carrying a signal. If I press the lights button on the printer, sometimes I have to do it multiple times because the signal doesn't always reach the end of the loop. So I'll press lights and it'll be like, oh, here's like a third of the lights. Press lights, turn it off. Press lights, oh, now it's like half the loop. Press it again, turn it off. Another third, press it again, turn it off, turn it on again. Oh, maybe now it's all. Stuff like that. The signal does not exactly travel well. So when I'm printing on this channel, I typically try to have all the lights on around and then dim them. But I forgot to do that until this print was already underway. And I've had problems with this print before. Heck, even before this stream, I was trying to print one, get it underway, and it just started peeling and breaking apart here. So that was a no-go, and I had to take that off and start anew again. Looks like it's working this time. Hopefully it actually works out in its entirety. And I only realized after the fact, oh crap, I forgot to turn on the lights. So I tried, and the signal only gets worse while it's printing. Like, as fancy schmancy as 3D printers might seem, a lot of the time their systems are very, very simple in like how many calculations it can handle at once. So when it's focusing on the actual printing effort, trying to tell it to turn the lights on and off, that whole signal gets so much worse. So I pressed the lights on button and it turned to like a third on. The signal starts at the bottom of the side that you can see there, and then it ends at the side that is closest to the camera there that isn't lit up at all. It's got that first third lit up, and I tried to dim them and it didn't at all. So just enjoy getting flashbanged. My apologies. Whoops. And the only way to get the lights going around the whole thing at this point is to like cancel the print, then turn the lights on and dim them, and then restart the print again. And it's like, I'm not doing that. This already took a couple tries to bring it to this state. Because I was having trouble with that filament during Scarlet and Violet, I printed like a light purple one, but its quality isn't the best because it started peeling a little bit at the corners, so I increased the bed temperature so that it would increase adhesion there. Like the bright purple here, well, it pops a little bit more. It doesn't quite look as cool, and the general consensus seemed like the darker purple is cooler. It just takes a little bit more work to get going for some reason. So now I just have this that is probably just gonna be recycled. So yeah, that's what's going on there. I wanted to establish that. Another thing worth mentioning is tomorrow I'm going to be going to Jan LAN, which is this LAN party that's the same one that we did Fragapalooza 2022 out of, if anyone even remembers that. I don't think I did any Fire Emblem stuff while I was there. So I was thinking, like, maybe I'll do a little bit of this there. I might not mind having some child units first. We'll see if I feel up to doing this there. It'll be a community hall with, like, anywhere from 30 to 60 people in there, and we'll see if my social anxiety isn't like, hey, don't be playing this game where you're reading out these lines for all the characters, even if it's in a semi-joking manner. Thanks for your cabbages. And this public space. Here, take this pretty princess bow. There you go. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did stuff like that at the 24-hour charity stream 9 at West Edmonton Mall, so we'll see here. Man, I'm so used to playing this game sped up, so it feels so slow now that I'm playing it, like, at normal speed. I'm turning this down a little bit further because it's still really loud. Look, I got a silver thing. But yeah, and hello! I don't know if I'll be live for 2 days straight. I need to sleep. So I'll be live as long as I'm awake. I am not actually aware, and I don't actually know who you are exactly, GMK, what that username matches up with. I don't need to do the arena, I can go to the prison. I saw this morning that there was like some sort of a spam thingamabob thing going on that Anma took care of, and someone that got banned from the server because of that. Was that you? Did you get hacked? Wait, I don't need a bribe, just persuade. Just come join me, dude. But yeah, I have seen the new dupe glitch, where it's like you literally get a Smeargle to turn into your Pokemon out in the field of whatever thing, and then you can keep on swiping its item over and over again. Seno joined your group. Welcome, dude. So glad you joined the cause. So, yeah, that's apparently a thing. I might be tempted to try it during Janland, just for the memes. I think I will stream some Scarlet and Violet during Janland, considering, there's just a couple legendaries to catch. Well, legendaries, not legendaries, whatever the heck. So I'll probably do that, and I might not mind doing that. That was you when your account got hacked. Oh, jeez. Well, if you, do manage to sort that out with your account, let me know, and I can re-invite you to the server and stuff. I don't know if it's possible to get, like, original account back, or you need to make a new thing. Account is restored, I'm back in your control after 5 hours of hell. Oh, jeez. I don't know if Anima kicked or Anima banned. I don't remember which of the two it was. I can probably look into some sort of Discord history thingamabob. Here, let's invite you, Dudo. But yeah, if you want back into the server there that you're apparently out of, if it was a ban and not a kick, then let me know. Yeah, I know. I know I am. Harmony ensures relationship improved and all that. Alright, we have some conversations to get through here first. Alright, it looks like... Why do I have Camilla to talk to? Oh, because I gave her the princess bow. I was like, I don't remember using Camilla in battle since the last time I played. So I gave her that stupid princess bow that Laszlo now has, and now Laszlo likes me too. But yeah. Yeah, that's typically the case there. Speaking of, I was mentioning during Persona 5 Tactica the other day that I'm working on a video game myself here, where this is the idea of what it might look like, where it's like you write things, this large language model learns from your writing patterns and tries to copy your writing style and continue the article that you started writing, and just something basic like this. I'm gonna start programming it probably after this weekend in Janland. Anyone wanna playtest and open the suspicious link of my game when I have it like in a playable prototype state of, I don't know how long that's gonna be, a few weeks at least. And it probably won't look like that for a little while, but hey, where's Fire Emblem? Here it is. But yeah, let's see here. It's fine, I can't invite you back, your account is all clean and resecured, so you're good now. Okay, yeah, I should be able to look through, like, the ban history and, like, see about doing that. You do need to remind me what your username is, because I don't know who GMK matches up to, and I don't, like, unless I'm just dumb and blind, I don't think that that matches up to anything, so I don't know if that's, like, a temp account or what the thingamabob is. But yeah, and Skinwalker writing? What, like, with my thing about the dolphins there? Is that something that would be in a media called Skinwalker? Or wait, what? It'll test it, like you get utterly horrified by learning AI? Yeah, that's the cool part about it, is, oh, I can turn this back on here. I was chatting about it just a couple days ago with the grad student that's working on that AI and the professor that's basically my research supervisor for it, where he talked about how there are a lot of games like that that are about an AI that's gradually becoming smarter in some way or another. But almost always in those kinds of games, it's Wizard of Oz is the term that I never found out about until like last week, where it's like you pretend that something is one way when it's actually not. And it's like, wow, that's actually a really... really fitting term for that kind of thing. But apparently it's usually Wizard of Oz. And he was saying, like, this could be a really cool game because it's like one of the few instances where it's actually real. Assuming that the grad student that I'm working with, like, gets it working just fine and the implementation works a-okay, then it'll be real. If not, then we will just have to fake it till we make it and just pretend that it's doing stuff when it's not. But hopefully we don't. Hopefully it's actually real, because the whole point of it is to demonstrate the capability of that AI and make people go like, whoa, that writing looks like mine, you know, because an AI actually does it. Skinwalker is a creature that mimics people, hence the term skinwalker. Oh, yeah, I don't know what media it's from, but yeah, I got you then. Ah, there you are, Harmonia. Why are we starting out with this conversation anyway? Hello, Camilla. Suppose it's my nap time. Why am I playing this video game again? Why, why do I like this video game? I'm so dang weird, aren't I? Oh, just know the term, okay. Of course not. I've come to my senses. I know I oughtn't treat you like a child. Do you mean that? My message finally got through? Am I finally starting to get through? I don't know how to I don't know how to mimic Senator Armstrong, but I know that's like one of his words there. But yeah, remember if it was oh, Geek there. G33K there. I gotcha. Came in Discord after your 8-hour rant on Scarlet and Violet and was a dude that asked about game recommendations and you listed a few. I gotcha there. And technically it's 7 hours, 3 minutes. Actually, where's my glasses? Actually, I'll have you know. No. Going for an LG as the adult brother you have become. Now then, I was thinking we deserve a small break from all this action. Shall we pop off to the local hot springs for a spell? No, screw off. Do a bit of spa Fortnite, as I like to call. Okay, I'm speedrunning this. What? What do you mean, what? It's just a little soaking and relaxing, dear. Don't we deserve a little extra time to bond? Of course, but how do you think it would look to others? I can't let my friends fight and die while I'm off soaking in a tub and basking in the rejuvenative powers of daily facial peels. What? Well, mustn't forget the facial peels. This is such a weird video game. Sorry, Camilla, but I can't get away for something like that right now. Oh, I suppose not. It's just that I feel terrible about your wretched past, being locked away for so long and unable to run wild with other boys, let alone experience life's simplest pleasures, like splashing in the ocean or playing Knights and Dragons with your friends. Father didn't allow that sort of thing, did he? No. Don't you see how hard it was on me not to be able to do anything for my poor little brother? Camilla, please don't cry. You're right, I'm being ridiculous, letting my emotions overtake me like that. Just give me a moment, of course. To pack both of our bags. Now, will you be needing any armor or can we pack light? Better bring a set just in case. Wait, what am I saying? Yeah, Fire Emblem Fates is probably one of the weirdest video games I've ever played. I'm gonna be honest. Finally got Mega Man Legacy Collection, nice, as well as a bunch of games on sale from Black Friday and Christmas deals, nice. Fortunately, Sonic Colors Ultimate was part of the batch that you got, so, wait. Unfortunately, Sonic Colors Ultimate was part of a batch that you got, so that was fun to play on Switch. Is that sarcasm, considering the unfortunately at the beginning of the sentence? It's hard to tell tone in writing. I'm taking out these glasses. But yeah, Camilla, you're beloved, you have a type. Yeah, I know that that's the case for a lot of people playing these kinds of games. I know that I'm in some ways a little bit of an outlier, being like, nah, I just think Camilla's way too creepy for me. Lord Harmonia, we meet again. Sonic Colors Ultimate wasn't a good remake. Oh. I think I might have heard some stuff about that, though I also hear stuff like that about a lot of Sonic games, so I mean, it could all just be a blur in my head at this point. Hello, Laszlo. What are the odds we would meet like this again? Unless, perhaps it's fate. Must you do this every time? We see each other every day. I suppose you've a point, but I prefer to treat each meeting as if it was special. Because it is! We will never meet precisely the same way at the same time again. I think we should treasure every moment of our lives as much as most do gems. See, quite the romantic, aren't you? But of course, and it's in this spirit of gratitude I have acquired a gift for you. Oh, what is it? It's a special salve with unique restorative powers. Really? Wow, thank you. It's expensive though. Are you sure I can have it? Of course. I only ask you remember this fateful crossing whenever you use it. I will. You know, there really is something beautiful about your point of view. Maybe I should try harder to treasure every moment. I'm delighted to hear you're coming around. After all, no one knows where their friends may disappear to next. Life is more fragile than most of us ever imagined. One moment, a friend is standing beside you, smiling. The next, they're gone. And you realize that you will never see them again. Laszlo? Oh, silly me. My apologies, my lord. All this is just to say you never know, you know? It's as true for me as anyone else. I won't always be around after all. Huh? Are you planning on going somewhere? Maybe. Maybe not. For the moment, however, I'm thinking of visiting some of the fine shops in town. Would you care to join me, Lord Harmonia? I suppose I have. Oh, I see what you're doing. You just want me to help you hit on women, don't you? I think I'll pass, thanks. You wound me, my lord. I assure you, I had only the most innocent intentions. But, in all seriousness, you should always remember that we are soldiers at war. There's no guarantee that we will meet again with smiles on our faces. That's true. So, won't you please reconsider? I value our time together. Laszlo. Yes? How many people have you used those same lines on today? It would be the 8th, my lord. I'm sure you have a fine trip into town alone. You'll have a fine trip into town alone. And just like that, history repeats itself. Oh well. Then I only pray we shall meet again. Until next time, my lord. Farewell then, Laszlo. He does have a way of with words, though. Let's face it here. Yeah, sorry, mate, you liked all the games you got on sale except Sonic Colors Ultimate, at least pre-patch. Post-patch, it's still bad, but hey, at least I'm at low risk of a seizure now, and your eyes have recovered. Also, on New Year's, happened to get a digital copy of Persona 5 Royal for $30. Nice! I only played Persona 5 Royal for the first time, well, semi-recently. I did it, not earlier this year. Everything's getting blurred together. I think I got through it, like, I beat it last summer, after starting it the summer before, or something like that. Because it was like, no, it was October 2022 that it came out. It took me until, like, the beginning of summer 2023. I count that as recent still. Also for unbanning, who's in the process of that. And, I'm gonna copy that for, wait. With a hashtag? Is that how it still works? Because I know that Discord switched over to, like, username kind of stuff is the case rather than... But I guess the hashtag or pound or whatever the heck is usually before the number part. Anyway, I'm just gonna write that down on a notepad and then, do that later and hopefully not forget. I won't forget, surely. I'll do that after this stream is over. Also, speaking about not having a seizure with a game, I know I've mentioned this during some other games recently, but when we played Last of Us Part 1 on this channel, it was so completely broken. I played the PC version because I haven't owned a PlayStation since the PlayStation 2. And my god, while that game itself was pretty good, that version of it was probably one of the most broken games I've ever played in my life. I don't know if it was the most broken game I've ever played in my life. That award would probably go to something like, I don't know, Roller Coaster Tycoon Adventures. But it's up there. It is definitely up there. It might even be higher than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like, it was very broken. I think it probably is higher than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, honestly. Like, dear God. I appreciate the 50 bits there, Anima. How's it going today? Well, that jar's about to get filled. So it was, so it was really broken there. And I had a friend that recently offered, like, hey, I have a PS5 now. My PS4 is just sitting around collecting dust if you ever want to borrow it. And I asked him, do you have Last of Us Part 2? And he said, yeah, I do, actually. And I was like, okay. Well, maybe when my GameCube was a little bit more open, maybe I should take you up on that offer. Because it's like, wait for when/if a PC version comes out of Last of Us Part 2 and have it be completely broken and get, like, blinded at all times. Well, maybe not at all times, but at a lot of times and have it constantly crash, which is pretty funny, but also a really awful game experience. Or do I just play the game where the gameplay is good? I shouldn't say the game is good because I've heard mixed things about it and apparently a lot of people hate it. I'll reserve judgment for myself for when I play it, but the gameplay at least. Do I want that to be good or do I want it to be broken? And yeah, Bloodborne is definitely a good thing there. I should ask him if he has Bloodborne, because he might. He might just have that. Nobody expects the Spanish bits. That's right, I certainly was not expecting the Spanish bits. Look, you can't even see Corn in there anymore. But yeah, I know how that feels personally. It's from Sonic of all things. I very much believe it there. Also, Anima, it's that nerd that was banned in the Discord server this morning that you banned because account got hacked and stuff, but it sounds like stuff is resolved now, is what it kind of sounds like there. Bloodborne has DLC as well. Oh, so I'll probably have to ask him if you own the DLC. But yeah, hold on, let's chat with Ophelia here. Have a moment, Ophelia? No, I'm in the middle of soaking up the duskiness of my immediate atmosphere. What? I'm meditating. Oh, I see. Can our spirits commune later? Sure, I didn't mean to bother you. I only found a gemstone that you dropped. I'll leave it over here. A gemstone? That's one of my most precious pieces of quartz. It is? I'm glad I found it then. This gemstone can only be wielded by the purest of maidens to read the stars. How could I have dropped something so important to my methods? Thank you, Harmonia. No idea a speck of quartz could be such a big deal. Say something. No, nothing at all. Ha! Few alive could know the true value of this gemstone. In fact, only chosen ones know, like my father and I. Chosen ones? Exactly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll get back to soaking up duskiness from the atmosphere. Okay, great talk there. But yeah, and yeah, that's the kind of thing where it's like, honestly, not too big of a deal here because it happens from time to time to people. Like when you're running a Discord server that has like a whole bunch of people, like that's just the kind of thing that happens from time to time. So it is no big deal there. Like you said, it took a good part of the day to investigate and fix as your account was still yours, but you're on watch to see if the hacker returns. Yeah, definitely be on the lookout about that. What was it even posting in the Discord server anyway? I know that Anima deleted the stuff, but I didn't actually see what the stuff that it was spamming was. But yeah, links can be they can be sketchy there. But a lot of the time it's also like a chain reaction kind of thing where someone will hack one person and then DM people on their friends list that seems more trustworthy. Stuff like that. Oh yeah, I think I remember you mentioning that. You said that it was something about a revolution, and then I said like Viva Revolution in DMs. I remember that. It's an 18+ website that steals your information. Oh geez. Well, that's the interwebs in 2024 now. I almost said 3. Man, this playthrough's gonna take me a long time. We started this in like 2021, right? I'm not doing the yells. Every time I see you, you're practicing with that axe. You're such a hard worker. Thanks, Midori. I gotta take my training seriously so I can be like Pop. Your father is your hero, huh? Of course. Pop is the most valiant knight out there, even if he's a bit unlucky. Unlucky? What do you mean? One time, he was out for a walk, and a sinkhole opened up and swallowed him. Or there was the time a mama dragon mistook him for her baby and flew him to her nest. No matter what happens to Pop, he never gets discouraged. He always gives his best. Wow, that's really impressive. No wonder you look up to him so much. That's why I gotta keep training. I plan on being a valiant knight just like my Pop. That's great, but I don't think training alone will do it. Don't knights have a code? I think you're supposed to learn to be proper and have good manners. You may be right. Well, don't sweat it. I'd be happy to teach you a thing or two about etiquette. Really? That would be amazing. Thanks, Midori. No problem. Just leave it to me. Some inactive Discord channels still had your spam links that you had to delete, but you did copy the URL and paste it to this URL website checker. And that's what it said on top of it being a scam link. Oh, jeez. But yeah, that's the interwebs. Also, another thing that well, 2 more things actually now that I think about it that I forgot to note. I've realized when I cut these up into parts and listen to the audio back that whenever I speak, you can hear the fans blaring back there. Considering that machine has like 4-something fans. I don't even know how many, honestly, but at least 4 fans. So you can hear the printer being semi-loud in the corner whenever I speak. Maybe not when I'm not speaking because the noise gate shouldn't pick it up otherwise. So it does hurt the audio quality a little bit, but 3print is kind of cool, right? So there's that. Okay, Adma gone. I don't have to remember to do it later there. And the other thing that I was gonna mention, I decided to take the time to do some forging. I didn't do the grinding map. I'm the kind of person that whenever I cheat for single player playthroughs will say so that I did so. I did so for some funds as opposed to just doing the gold grinding map over and over and over again. Because in my final semester of university here, I'm busy. I've got things to do. I can't just grind here as much as I did in the Birthright playthrough. I don't have that kind of time. So I did that. And while I could, in theory, just cheat in as much gold as I wanted and go all the way to +7, I don't think I've ever gotten a +7 weapon on a playthrough. I decide I would just go to what seems realistic for something that I would typically do. And +2 seems realistic for what I would do. Whenever I do a playthrough of Fire Emblem Fates, typically a +4 is like the highest that I'll go, and that'll be like just a weapon on my unit or something like that. Like maybe a +4 tome and a +3 sword or something like that is usually what I do. And then most others will have +2s or +3s. That's just what I typically have the grinding time and level of commitment to do when I play Fire Emblem Fates. So I thought that +2 seemed like a reasonable amount. Also, I only got around to forging the steel stuff, and I didn't even think about buying a whole bunch of like iron and bronze stuff, and now I'm out of funds to do so, which I could always cheat in more and get around to that, but I'll do that whenever I can be bothered, potentially. But yeah, so I cheated, but I think that +2 is in the realm that, this is one that she already had. I think that +2 is within the realm of reason, because that's what I'd try to give to everybody anyway. Is what I would try to grind towards, to have everybody have at least a +2. So I thought that seemed fair and reasonable. So that's what's going on there. So everyone has +2 seal stuff. Not everyone can wield +2 seal stuff. Well, not everybody, just the units I'm actually using. I didn't go making +2 weapons for every single unit in the whole army. That was a little bit much. So I dug into my forging materials a little bit, but who cares? But yeah, so there's that. Are you feeling better, Soleil? Have you had someone tend to your injuries yet? I'm okay. I'm also so very sorry. I promised to make myself useful in battle, but I failed miserably. I don't care about whether you won or lost. I'm just glad you weren't seriously injured. More importantly, I want you to explain to me why you did something so reckless. Forcing your way between me and an enemy like that could have gotten you killed. Oh yeah, also, in here, this just reminded me of something interesting when it comes to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet here recently. I believe it was the BDSP playthrough that one of the Pokemon that we had in that playthrough that I believe that we were using throughout the playthrough that wasn't benched. I think it was my Luxray that was benched in the Platinum playthrough for Voltgeist, the tactical refrigerator, but we kept Soleil throughout the playthrough of like BDSP there. I'm forgetting what that game is even called. It's so purged from my mind. And during the BDSP playthrough, I didn't have like the special title cards. I didn't take the time to put together like the special personalized nameplates for each of the Pokemon in my team. So I threw that together with like some inspiration from Luxray's color palette and some inspiration from Soleil's Fire Emblem Fates color palette. And I saw on her sword, when I was looking at her sprite here for inspirations, I saw on her sword that she has the symbol of Nor there. So on the thingamabob there, on the dot above the eye, whatever that's called, I put the symbol of Nor, and I thought that that was kind of fitting and cool. So yeah, that's something semi-related to Fates. Something inspired by Fire Emblem Fates there that I did recently that I thought was kind of interesting. So yeah, anyway. Forcing your way between me and an enemy like that could have gotten you killed. If I hadn't done that, you would have been in real danger. When we were out for tea the other day, you said you had one weakness. Diagonal attacks from behind. You said you had trouble blocking those effectively. That opponent today, that's exactly where he was trying to attack you from. I don't care what your reasons were. As noble as they may have been, you are forbidden from putting yourself in danger, even if it's to help me out. On the battlefield, I don't want you looking out for me. Do you understand? The only person you should be worrying about in battle is yourself. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I have to protect you. I can't stand the thought of losing you. How do you think I'd feel if I lost you? Now do as I say, no arguments. I can't agree to that. Soleil, just stop it. There's no way you can understand how I feel. Huh? You don't know how lonely it was in the deep realms, how scared I was. Every time I watched you leave, I knew it might be the last time I ever saw you. Now that I'm fighting at your side, I want to protect you no matter what. I won't ever let you die. I don't care what happens to me. I understand how you feel. Liar. Not lying, Soleil. I really do. When I was young, I lost both of my parents in a terrible war. My father left for battle and never returned. And my beautiful mother died right before my eyes, trying to protect me. Oh, it's awful. That's why I was so terrified earlier. For a moment, I thought I might lose you the same way I lost them. You were scared too, weren't you? I'm sorry to have put you through that. Thank you, my sweet girl, for saving me and for being safe yourself. So, when you were a kid, you were scared too? Just like me? I was. However, since becoming a father, I now understand how my own parents felt. Their intense desire to protect their child, no matter the consequences, even if it means dying in their stead. No, you can't! Please, don't even say it! Shh, calm down. I have no intention of dying in battle. I promise to do all I can to stay safe so you don't have to worry about me. On the battlefield, promises are just... What? You think your dad's promise is meaningless? Can't trust me. Of course I can trust you. It's just... Thank you, Soleil. I will choose to trust you as well. I believe in your ability to keep yourself safe, so I'll try not to worry so much. Dad, please do the same. Do it for me. I need you to focus on staying safe so that neither of us ever have to lose each other. I'll do the same, I swear. Please, find it in your heart to believe me. Okay, I believe you. I promise I won't do anything that reckless again. Thank you, Soleil. You don't know how happy that makes me. You have to promise to stay with me forever, okay? You can't ever leave me. I'd be really upset if you ever went away somewhere and I couldn't see you again. If that's all you want, then so be it. I promise to stay by your side, always. Yay. Now enough serious talk. Let's go scope out some cuties and drink tea. That was actually a really cute support conversation there. But yeah, Brilliant Diamond, Shine Pearl, you still have both games. You're still burdened with the curse then. But yeah, two-factor auth should have been activated, but when you're resecuring your account back, it disabled. So I don't know if you actually had it on or not, but considering it's becoming common for actors to bypass two-factor authenticator on websites, think that's what's happening. Jeez. Yeah, they do be kind of scary sometimes. But yeah, you got 3 ways to sign in, all requiring your phone number to access, so hopefully that will help you with this not happening again. Here's hoping. Here's hopening? That's how words work. But yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, anyway. We have a lot of different paralogs that we can do. There's a lot of different child units to recruit. And I was thinking about looking at my spreadsheet and trying to recruit people in a tactical order. But then I also had the idea, what if we just decide who we're recruiting with the Wheel of Fun? Note that all the text that I wrote in for the different kids just gets smushed. So you can't actually see all of what I wrote for the different characters here that we have left. But anyway, I just thought that we'd spin the Wheel of Fun and we'll see where it lands and do that paralog. So let's see here. Wheel of Torment, tell me what to do. Oh God, what is that? What is that one? Does that start with a THE, like the? I think that yeah, I think that is what that is. I think that that's the one everyone forgot about. I think that's Ignatius. In that case, that text looks like the one everyone forgot about smushed together, right? It's not any other ones. No other ones start with the. All right, we're going after Ignatius then. It seems like, yeah. All right, Ignatius's paralog. The wheel has decided our fate. Also, one of the things on that wheel is literally ending the stream, so I'm kind of glad that it didn't end on that. I just wanted to include it there as a meme. Yeah, this one here. So then I got it right in my software here for, oh, it's on that window, that this is paralog 17, and it's called Two Defenders. Yeah. There we go, and then when I press the button on the next screen, it'll come up and be cool and stuff, and hopefully I don't forget, but we'll see here. Paralog 17, Two Defenders. Benny's son, Ignatius, is defending a village under attack by monsters. When Benny hears this, he rushes to his side and discovers his son fighting bravely in combat. Alright, Paralog 17, let's go. The wheel has spoken.